What's up guys, Hoth here with another video today. Today we are going to be going over THOR. And if you are struggling with THOR, or you want to learn how to play THOR, then this video is for you. Let's get into this. Before we get too far, if you like this video, please hit the like button down below. And if you want to see more content, please go ahead and follow the channel and turn on notifications to see more. And without further ado, let's get into our THOR guide here. So, he's got pretty good range. The first thing I want to go over is his hammer throw, because it's pretty simple. You know, he's got pretty good range. I think it's right around here. That hit, but didn't do damage. Let's try it again. Okay, my game is bugged. Hold on. There it goes. Let me go ahead and kill her off.
My hammer fell.
Respawn her.
And so did you. Ha!
Alright, now let's see if this works. Pretty sure the range was right around here yesterday. Or I found it earlier. Yeah.
The enemy is here.
Yeah, right about here. It's pretty good distance, to be honest. But pretty basic. You throw it and it comes out. It's a good way to, it also gives you, I believe, about 100 shield. Let me, here. Yeah, it gives you about 100 shield. And then it's also a good way to cancel. Like if you're swinging,
I bring the hammer
you
down.
can get a double attack pretty quickly in there. So another good method, and then he's obviously, like you just saw me use just a few seconds ago, besides the hammer throw, he's got his little one-hander. You can charge up and fly, and it does damage, and you can knock people off. A little trick I picked up, I haven't fully tested this yet, is if you aim down and you do it, it'll knock them off and prevent you from falling off. Instead of if you're like, if you charge straight out, you'll fly right off, right? But if you come up here and you look down at the ground and do it, it prevents you from going off the edge.
Our adversaries gather. My hammer fell, and so did you. Ha!
So there's that little trick there for his little hammer dash. I believe his hammer dash also gives you a little bit of shield here. If you fully charge it, yeah, it also gives you about 100. And then you have his basic attack. Does not give you any shield, but does good damage.
I bring the hammer down.
He does have a melee, but I don't know why you'd want to use it, considering his melee is literally just his basic attack.
Double KO!
Does the same amount of damage and also swings his hammer. And he's a melee character, so that kind of seems pointless. And then one of my favorite abilities that I use quite frequently
Lightning confinement.
is lightning confinement. This ability, while it doesn't do damage, I'll give you the description here. His lightning realm summons lightning to restore Thor force based on the number of hit enemies. So it allows you to restore Thor force if you are expending it. Where did she go here?
Slow down.
It restores your Thor force when you're low. So if you
My
charge in
hammer
here,
fell, and so did you. Ha!
and you have fully charged off, notice how you can't fully use your thing. You use your
rage of battle. Laid low by lightning.
and you use his waking form. You can pop
Lightning
this,
confinement.
which restored one of my Thor force, and then another one really quickly allowing me to go into my Thor form yet again.
I bring the
Pretty
hammer
good little
down.
trick to restore your Thor force. And then, like I was saying, he has this Thor realm or Thor form,
burns.
and he has pretty good range on this. You don't have to be close, although I believe it does more damage at close range.
Another foe vanquished.
Hard to I need a stronger character to really test some of this, but uses.
Awaken the rage of battle.
It's got pretty good attack speed, so boost your attack speed and gives you a little bit more damage and gives you pretty good range. Let me see here. Let me charge my Thor force back up here. I don't know what the exact range is. I think it had about the same range.
When I
That's pretty good
awaken,
range.
enemies fall.
So, even if they're running away, you still can hit them pretty effectively from range with his Thor form. Thor force form. What is the technical name? Is Awakening form. Which is pretty effective. So, my favorite method for basic attack is usually just charge right in. And then I pop this. It allows me to get in my awaken form and immediately kill most support characters relatively quickly. The reason why I charge with support characters, primarily in those instances, is because you charge into a tank and you have a support character and they'll just heal the tank indefinitely and you'll do nothing and waste most of your skills and you'll be stuck in cooldowns. So I try not to avoid those. Another one of his skills here is his ultimate skill, which I'm going to show you in a second. Wait for him to respawn.
Behold the god of thunder!
Does pretty good damage and has a pretty good radius and is very effective even against flying characters. I don't know if I can show it fully in practice range here. I know you can get flying characters. I'll just see if I can spawn in, let's see, Stormborg. She's flying.
Another foe vanquished.
I just wanted to kill Storm. Anyway, I don't have my Thor Force charge, but you can kill flying characters. I can't really get her to fly up high enough. But if, say, someone's up, you get pretty high with his ultimate. Where's the ultimate charge? Here we go. He does go pretty high up. I believe he goes about...
Behold the god of thunder!
Goes about here. But a little trick is if you got a flying character like a Torch or a Storm, and they're way up there, one trick that I've utilized before is charge your hammer throw, launch your... Oh, I charged it a little too long. If you charge it too much, it just deactivates it. You charge it, launch up, then activate it, and look how high up you can get. Really, I've used it to take out Storm and Human Torch previously. So, really useful. If you do it wrist right, you can also do the same thing. If, let's see if I can do this just right here. Can I do it without messing up?
Behold the god of thunder!
Define it. Lightning room up there to slow them down, and then use your ultimate while you're still midair and fly right up there and kill them. Really effective way to do things too. Also, you can use like I just did there. You can just kind of fly up to anybody in the air, and then lightning refinement prevents them from moving around a lot. Very effective against characters like Star-Lord, who have a good movement speed. When they're in their ult, if you hit them with that, it slows them down, and you can then Thor Force them and then just blast them. You do almost, I think you do pretty good. You do good damage. I haven't been able to fully test it. I've seen it used before. I haven't had as much luck getting it off because I usually don't see the Star-Lord when they ult with Thor anyway. They usually go after my supports, or half the time I'm either dead or running away when Star-Lord ults because I'm trying to reposition. So I don't fully get to use it. I usually get caught when I'm leaving, so I can't usually test it too often. But I have seen it where you can fly up and then you hit that. Maybe you get a hit off or something, and then maybe you can throw your hammer at him. Now that he's slowed down, it makes him much more vulnerable to you, but also to your allies. So really useful.
Our adversaries gather.
Thor, a lot of people just use Thor as a bash character, and they just charge in here and they just start swinging their hammer and spamming abilities and not really paying attention to anything else. But Thor can do a lot more if you give him some time. And they did buff his health, so that helps out considerably. And then he gets that shield, which gives him up to, I think he can get up to 850 if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here. Charge in.
Awaken the rage of battle. When I awaken, enemies.
Hold on. Let's see if I can charge it up a little bit more here.
Slow down.
800. I thought it was 850, but it's 800. I was mistaken there.
Laid low by
Double
lightning.
KO.
My hammer fell, and so did you.
That's 3.
So, yeah, my preferred method is waiting till the healers get a little bit closer, and then jive bomb them, throw this down to prevent them from getting away, and then kill them quickly. And then when enemies get low, I save my Thor Force for when enemies get low, but make sure that your Thor Force is lit up. If it's not, you won't be able to properly use him. You won't be able to use your Thor Force. Like if it's grayed out, there's like a little grayed out. I believe you can see it when I'm using it here. When it charges up initially, it's like there, but it's not popped up. But then it lights up, that's when you can use your Thor Force. Two good little tidbits here for playing on Thor. Some good combos there for you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you guys will tune in next time for more content. And if you guys are looking to join any of our teams, please feel free to drop down in the comment below, and all our links will be right there for you guys to find our Discord and potentially join our teams. Thank you guys, and have a good one.